Hi, I'm Kelly.
And hi, I'm Geoff.
And this is Blueprints for Belonging, where we're exploring how to build conscious connection in a disconnected world.
Because belonging doesn't happen by accident.
Mm-hmm.
It happens by design.
Hey, Geoff.
Hey, Kelly.
Here we are,
Yep.
back for Blueprints for Belonging. You know, we're exploring all these invisible patterns that shape our connection, shape our communication, shape our belonging.
Shape our lives.
I know.
Yeah. In the past, in the first part of the season, we explored how the mind can distort reality through patterns like mind reading, confirmation bias, and emotional reasoning.
And then in this next section, we're calling them sections. So in this next section, we're looking at how language can quietly shape connection. Sometimes it strengthens it, and sometimes it creates more distance.
Right. In the last episode, we began a new section of the season by exploring how meaning itself gets constructed between people.
Yeah, we talked about ambiguity, those moments when that information is incomplete or unclear.
And how the human mind doesn't like gaps in understanding.
No, it likes to fill in those gaps with interpretation.
Yeah. Silence becomes meaning, tone becomes meaning, and timing becomes meaning. It's crazy.
And then all those interpretations form quickly and emotions often follow.
Yep. What happens when two people experience the same moment differently?
They blow up? Well, one person explains what they intended, usually.
Right. And the other describes the impact they felt.
Right. So today's episode is about the difference between intent and impact, and why good intentions don't always prevent relational harm. Before we continue, I want to share a little bit what relational harm is. Relational harm refers to a damage that occurs in a relationship when a person's actions or words or omissions kind of negatively affect the other person's emotional safety, dignity, trust, or a sense of belonging. This is unlike physical harm. Relational harm occurs only with the interpersonal space between people and often involves misunderstandings. I would say probably most all the time. Unmet needs, violations violations of expectations, or a pattern of communication that creates disconnection. Just go off. Right.
Yeah. And we'll have another episode about relational harm and what it actually means and what it really looks like later in the season. So stay tuned for that. But today we're talking about intent versus impact because they're not always the same, or they're not always what you expect.
Yep.
So what do we mean by intent versus impact?
What somebody meant to say is intent, or
Right.
what they meant to do,
Right.
what they intended to accomplish, or
Right.
okay.
Yeah. How they meant to deliver something.
I was trying to help.
Right, exactly. But I felt criticized.
That's the impact. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the impact. And you were trying to help, but it came off as criticism to me. So why? Where's the disconnect in that?
Well, there are two different realities that are happening at the same time.
Yeah, and understanding relationships requires recognizing both, which we can do because we're humans and we're smart.
So conversations often get stuck in this little common pattern. Person A describes an impact that might have happened, and then person B explains the intent. So, for example, person A says, "That comment hurt me."
Right, and person B says, "I didn't mean it that way."
Of course they didn't. I would be really surprised if they ever did.
Right, from person B's perspective,
Right.
They are clarifying their intention.
Right. And yet from person A's perspective, that experience may feel dismissed. I didn't intend to hurt you, so forget it.
Right. So I didn't mean to do that, so it doesn't count that
So
you felt it.
both people are not heard.
They're just talking past each other, basically.
Right. So let's practice something.
All right.
So let's say I noticed you left a lot of dirty dishes in the sink area. And I'm thinking that you're intending for me to clean up all of those dirty dishes that you left.
Right. And I say, I didn't mean to leave them for you to pick up. That wasn't my intention at all. I'm so sorry. I really was just too tired to do it last night, and so I was going to do it this morning.
All right, so pause for a second. So that right there is called defending.
Right.
I'm defending my response to you left all these dishes out. So now what does it sound like when it's not defending?
Right. That would be well, what I'm hearing from you is that you felt like I was leaving dishes for you because I left a mess in the kitchen last night, and I understand that it's important for you to have a tidy kitchen first thing in the morning, and I totally get that. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yes, that's good. Yeah.
Right,
So then when you've heard the person, when they're sharing that information, that doesn't leave the disconnection open. It allows that connection to happen. I recognize I left the dishes there. You're right. I hear you, how important it is for you to have a clean space first thing in the morning.
Right. And I'm really sorry for not communicating that to you last night so you could be prepared for it.
So I wouldn't even say I'm sorry. I would say I'm recognizing that I didn't let you know at that time. And I just want to let you know now I'm aware of that, and I will make sure that I will let you know next time.
Right.
Because sorries are sometimes just not, they don't do anything.
Right.
Yeah, you can say it makes a lot of sense to me that you want to have that and you really thought that was going to happen. I totally get it. I understand. And I'm working on that part.
Right.
You know.
I endeavor to do better.
Yes, yeah. All right, so we've talked a little bit about the defense loop. Now here's a little bit more about that. So when the impact is mentioned, the impact is you left all the dirty dishes. People usually move to that quick self-defense. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
Right.
You know, usually you can tell when they're...
This is why I did that, and you don't
You can usually hear when they're in defense mode because they usually say, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That's just the part of I'm so sorry. That's what gets into my head, that you're not in a place to understand what's happening with the impact for me. You're only worried about you. Yes, we've been taught and encultured to say I'm sorry when something happens. Whew, I said I'm sorry. You should move on.
Right. You should move on from that.
Right.
But you still didn't hear me.
You didn't hear me. And this is where this embeds more and furthers that disconnection because the person has not been heard about their impact of their intent. So...
Right. This is not easy.
No.
Because we are encultured to say sorry and be done with it. Or to defend our actions.
Or you misunderstood me.
Right. So it's your fault because you misunderstood me.
Right.
The misunderstanding is on your side,
right.
not
It's
mine.
still the defense loop. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Or, sometimes they say, well, that's not what I meant to say. Well, then...
Right. Well, why didn't you say
what you meant to say? Anyway, so it's just kind of fun when, I don't know, I kind of see them as a game. It's kind of like you're throwing a baseball or you're throwing the football or whatever. And, you
volley back and forth.
You're volleying back and forth. You can see, who's got the ball or, maybe that's not the right ball metaphor, but it might be basketball.
Right, or badminton.
Or whatever. But somebody's got the ball. And yet, who's ever holding that ball has the, I guess, the court or where they're going with it. They have the intent of where they're going with that ball. Does that make sense?
No? I'm not following it exactly. Sorry.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's all right.
okay.
So in this example, when I'm talking about the ball, like when I say, well, or the dishes were left dirty, I'm showing you the ball. It's in your court.
Right. My
Now,
response
you're
is how I deal with
when
that.
you hold that ball. I've thrown it to you. I've passed it to you. Now, how are you going to respond?
How am I going to return it to you?
Correct.
Am I going to throw it at you?
Right.
Or throw it to you?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I get it a bit better. Yeah. Exactly. So don't throw the ball, y'all.
So defending intent often happens because people equate impact with blame.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Right. I didn't mean to offend you, or I didn't mean to hurt you. So that's your fault for feeling that way. Wow. Although nobody's going to actually say that, but that is what they're implying by saying those things. Yeah. Wow.
So anyway, so acknowledging impact doesn't require accepting harmful intent either. So I'm hearing that you really like to have the kitchen cleaned up at night before we go to bed. And I hear how important that is for you. Because when you wake up in the morning, you want to have your beginning of your day with ease and not having to care for something that you didn't make a mess of. And that makes a lot of sense to me. And I will be more aware of how I leave the kitchen for you. And I will make sure that I let you know if for some reason I've left the kitchen a mess.
Right. I will communicate to you in some form or fashion so you're not surprised in the morning. Because nobody wants that sort of surprise first thing in the morning. I mean, oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, because I like a tidy kitchen too. And we do not live together.
No,
by the
we
way.
don't. No, we're just good friends. Just good friends. So intent explains that motivation. Impact describes that experience.
Right.
So they both matter.
Well, yeah.
There's not one that's higher than the other. So these are just some things to be aware of in your relationships with your partners, with friends, with colleagues,
with schoolmates, with
children.
everybody. Yeah, with your animals.
Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on Bruce.
Oh, he's got his head buried in the couch right now.
Yeah,
he's not paying attention.
He's like, I have to, because I'm not supposed to be.
Right, I'm supposed to be quiet
I'm supposed
while
to be
they
quiet.
record.
Right. Anyway.
So relational awareness allows us to hold two truths at once, which is the whole intent
Versus
and the
impact. Right.
And so you can hear both at the same time and understand them.
Right. They're the and.
Right.
They're not a but.
Right. This is where we can use that favorite word of ours.
Yes.
And
yes. So it keeps the conversation open instead of shutting it down. It keeps the connection, because the connection is what matters the most.
Right. It is indeed. And instead of, I didn't mean that, try to say something like, I didn't intend that, and I want to understand how it affected you. And then the explanation might be something slightly different. You know, it's like...
And you might learn something else, too.
You're diffusing it as you go. You're not getting into defense mode, which just ratchets things up. And that is the important thing here, is that we think about what we say before we say it.
Right.
Pause, y'all. And not PAWS.
That's for dogs.
Yeah, that's for dogs and cats.
Yeah. So why does impact matter? Why do you think it matters?
For connection?
Yeah.
Oh. Really? Because everything is impact. I mean, how you impact somebody by what you say can make or break that relationship. It can disconnect it like that.
So let's just use this as an example again for a partner that is not aware of that impact matters for connection. Would you like to do a little role play?
Sure.
So you be a a partner that has no awareness to your impact in any relationship.
Okay.
Okay? You're just going to take on that role that you don't, give a flip
Right.
about anybody else.
Right. This
Okay?
is all about me.
It's all about me.
I'm a
Okay.
narcissist.
Okay.
I love role playing.
I'm glad I get you. You can have a fun day today. So if I say, you didn't clean up the kitchen, you left the mess, and you always leave this for me to do.
Right. Always? Really?
Yes, every single time you've left a mess. And I've been telling you repeatedly over and over, you leave messes in the kitchen and you just don't clean up after yourself. And I think you don't care about me because you leave these messes all the time.
I'm trying to speak. I cleaned up dishes last Thursday, actually. So it's not every time. It's so hard to do this without
I
laughing.
know. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So all right, let's do it the other way. I'll be the one. You do it.
Okay. Oh, Kelly. I woke up this morning and I found the dishes and the kitchen in a mess. I've asked you before and you never seem to do it. You never seem to clean up after yourself every night when you cook. And I don't understand what I need to say to you to get it through.
Why do I have to clean up after myself?
Because that's how we do things in this house.
Well, it was your turn to do the dishes anyway.
What? On what calendar?
It was on Wednesday. You're supposed to do it.
I don't think so.
No, well, anyway, you were supposed to take care of those the other night. You said you were going to do it, and you didn't do it. And now you're blaming me. That's not very nice. I get up first thing in the morning, and there's
and there's dishes to clean up.
That's all right. You didn't do them either.
Right.
So now you're blaming it all. I'm the woman, and you think that I'm supposed to be taking care of the house?
Well, yeah.
Okay, y'all can see how quickly this is going to go in a wrong direction.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to get really ugly.
It's going to get really
quick.
ugly really quickly. So tone, timing, the words used, how they might, understanding what might be needed. So in this situation, it's about having respect is not necessarily just the kitchen being clean, but the respect of the partnership and the relationship. Mm-hmm. It's not just the clean kitchen; it's the respect of the relationship.
Well, right, yeah, because when you share space with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
it's a mutual respect situation, or else it's going to be miserable.
Okay, so here's what happens when that starts to erode. There's no trust. Mm-hmm. And so when trust starts to leave a relationship,
it breaks
down. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's like do you have tile in your kitchen?
No.
Oh, I have tile in my kitchen.
I do on my kitchen counter, actually,
Okay.
and it's 85 years old.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good. So that little between the tile, the two pieces,
grout.
the grout, it's eroding, isn't it?
Yep.
And it leaves crumbs down in the...
Uh-huh.
Yes.
It's disgusting, yeah. I hate my kitchen counter.
Yes. So that's how trust erodes. Kind of
Right,
like the tile cabinet.
Erodes a relationship the exact same way.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and nobody wants crumbs in
your
relationship.
kitchen. So it's not like you have to have a brush to brush your tile off.
Or vacuum cleaner.
Or a vacuum. I never thought about it that way. That's even better.
Even easier to suck it right out of there.
I know.
Hey.
I got to figure out how to put some more grout in there.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
I haven't done it.
Okay. Well, they have non-sanded grout that you can add to something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And put it all down in there again.
Mm-hmm,
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Anyway, without the
Yeah, we're not
We're
this
not
isn't
going
a
in-
home improvement show,
Right.
but
anyway, we're talking about holding this accountability without accusations.
right.
How do we have these connecting conversations with each other that about the impact without kind of putting those harsh accusations onto them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of like you always criticize me,
Right.
what might it sound like?
It would sound like, When that was said, I felt criticized.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not an always thing. It's a specific instance.
So those are good words to recognize. Always, never. You did it like this before. I try. These are what I would call like trigger words that you can recognize. Oh,
Well, always and forever, and you never do this or you always do that. Those are catastrophizing, or
But we talked before.
Yeah, we
right.
talked about those earlier.
Right. So, and this is another way to kind of understand. Some people do not have the skills that they need for relationships that are with. So it could be in a relationship with a partner. It could be in a relationship with a friend. It could be in a relationship with colleagues or children. But those skills require attention to them. Just like your kitchen probably requires some attention to it, right?
Right.
If you want to have a clean kitchen.
Yeah.
Because a clean kitchen is about what? What does that equate to? A clean kitchen.
Order.
Order.
Yeah. God, I love order.
I see it as peace.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
because order brings peace.
Peace.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I'm looking for that peace in my relationships and peace in my home.
in your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if I can, now we're going to talk a little bit about how to do this with a little bit. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but we've talked about compliance and cooperation. I don't know if we do.
I don't think we've
I don't
actually
think we've ever
talked about
talked
that on
about
the
it.
podcast. Yeah.
So in our conditioning as a family member, or in a school system, we've been taught to comply, do what we want you to do and how we want you to do it and when we want you to do it. There is no asking you for what your opinion is or
Right.
what you might want to do different.
Yeah.
It's just do what we want you to do when we want you to do it.
Right.
And a lot of times when we grow up with that kind of compliance in our everyday life, we believe that that's the only way we might be in relationships with other people.
Right, because we've not been modeled anything
else. Right. So then the other one we get introduced to is cooperation. Cooperate with me, do how I want you to do it. And I've asked you.
And I'll pay you your salary.
Right. Or I asked you to do it this way. I'm asking you to cooperate with me. And in the NVC world, that's a power over strategy that someone is using to get compliance. Because they're giving you that opportunity to cooperate.
Right.
But there's another one that this is about a little bit more of a connecting way, and why we probably haven't been introduced to it very much is because there's a lot of memetics or memes that are old stories about what collaboration means. So collaborating is a connecting way of doing something together. We're collaborating on a project. We're collaborating on working on the home together. That means you have an opinion, I have an opinion, and we're working that out together.
Right.
If one doesn't work, maybe this idea might work.
It requires that all parties involved are equal.
Yeah.
There's an equality to that. And so when everybody's equal, it's a collaboration. And, you all enter in your bits and pieces and you work them out together.
Have you ever been in a collaboration before with somebody else?
Yeah.
Like what? Like where you were working before?
No. No, never with work, really.
Right. So collaboration is a process of where two or more people are working together to understand a situation, they're sharing ideas, they're creating solutions that consider the needs and perspectives of everyone involved. It's not just one person, it's everyone that's involved.
Right.
So rather than one person directing the outcome of individuals working separately, the collaboration involves a mutual participation, kind of open communication, a willingness to learn from each other. Oh, I didn't know that about the tile. I didn't think about using the vacuum cleaner on the tile. That's a great idea.
Cool idea.
Right.
Thanks. Yeah.
So at the core of collaboration, it recognizes that differences that people bring with different knowledge, experiences, and their viewpoints, and we welcome all of that together. So it is about collaboration that we're looking and longing for in all of our relationships, no matter whether it's with work, whether it's with family, whether it's with a partner, or even with our children. And with our children, it might sound a little bit different. I'm asking for your support and help to try to get this room cleaned up. I'm curious, what would you like to work on during this time to get this room cleaned up?
Right.
You've asked them for their input.
Right. Which goes a long way.
Because usually they get told what to...
Yeah, they get told to do it, and that's that.
Right.
That's it.
So anyway, collaboration kind of shifts that focus from winning an argument or providing someone, you're wrong and you have to understand what you did to get this back to the right place. So anyway, so collaboration is people working together to explore
different ideas.
It clarify any misunderstandings happen all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere and in everything. To me, I think of misunderstandings as like dust.
Right. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, always in your home. It doesn't matter how clean you have it. It's always there.
Yeah.
So anyway, so kind of finding a way to kind of recognize an approach that kind of reduces defensiveness in our relationships, and kind of one that helps you work toward building trust in that relationship with each other. So.
Right, and repairing quickly after misunderstandings occur. That is important for maintaining trust in a relationship, any relationship. Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a side note about collaboration.
I love it, though. Yeah, I'm glad we got to introduce that.
Yeah. So now we can use collaboration in the kitchen. So what would you like to work on before we go to bed tonight?
Right.
This is what
I don't want to do the dishes.
Great.
Is that okay?
That's okay. Yeah. Well, what if you do the vacuuming?
Right. Oh, I can do that.
Okay. And you'll vacuum the counters.
Yeah. I'll vacuum all the dust out of the
right, and I'll do the dishes.
Oh,
okay, so that's
cool.
the way to kind of work on. You're both getting that need met that you were looking and longing for, unless you've made that agreement that you're going to leave the dishes until in the morning.
Right. So. Yeah, and I got to tell you, I love it when I
have a clean kitchen.
Well, no, when I collaborate with my housemate. It just feels so good. Even though, and we agree, okay, you're going to do that, I'm going to do this. Okay, great. Thank you. And I'm so thankful that I don't have to do all the chores myself, because when you live alone, you do.
You do all of it all by yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, collaboration is awesome.
Right. So recognizing that in connecting conversations, the impact is not using any type of harsh or accusatory language. It's not using blame or shame or anything like that.
And no buts.
And, sorry, I had to put it in there. So instead of saying, you always criticize me, you might say something like, when that was said, I might have felt criticized, or I was feeling criticized. And I'm curious if that was, I know that's probably not your intention to do. I'm curious what might be up for you that might have happened for you.
Right. What's going on with you?
What's going on with you. So that's the pull toward collaborating about working on this issue together. Okay? So anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, one of the most powerful shifts in relationships happen when we stop treating intent and impact as competing truths. When we realize that they can both exist at the same time.
How about that?
Yeah, it's amazing.
So let's see, where am I? Yeah. Well.
Intent. Okay.
Our intent.
Intent helps us understand what someone meant.
Yeah. Impact helps us understand what that moment, or how that moment was experienced. Yeah.
Right. And healthy conversations make space for both.
Mm-hmm. I call them growth conversations.
Oh, right. Yeah, not healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
I you know why?
Because they're not sick.
They're not sick. Correct. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we move through this week, you might notice some moments when intent and impact show up in your own conversations.
Mm-hmm. Instead of defending intent immediately, try becoming curious about the impact.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you're sharing that impact, remember to understand that intent can also expand the conversation.
Right. Here are a few reflective prompts that you might explore this week. The first one is when someone tells you something I've said. When someone tells me something I said affected them, what is my first instinct? Curiosity or defensiveness? We're just asking you to notice these things, because noticing is the first step.
It's right. When I describe the impact in a conversation, do I focus on my experience or the assigned motives of the other person?
Right. What changes in a conversation when I replace but with and? That's an interesting one.
And anyway, how might acknowledging impact strengthen trust, even when harm was not intended?
Right. And in recent conversation, where both intent and impact have been present. What?
In a recent conversation,
I'm
where
struggling.
might both intent and impact have been present?
Right. Thank you.
Those were our prompts. So
oh boy, I'm tired.
That's all right. It's all right.
In our next episode, we'll explore another hidden source of relational tension.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Those expectation mismatches.
Oh.
The unspoken rules we often assume others should follow. There's the bad word.
That's that nasty little word. Yep.
Well, anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for listening
to Blueprints for Belonging.
That's us.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Thanks for listening to Blueprints for Belonging. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow. Leave a 5-star rating for us and share it with a friend.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you like to listen. Your support helps us keep building conscious connection in this disconnected world.